Hello all, good evening. So welcome to this a price action analysis video of Bank Nifty for the entire week. So let us have a quick look at how Bank Nifty performed in terms of simple price action and probable trades that could have been taken. So instead of doing daily videos, I thought this is a better way to do one video for the entire week and have so that we keep it simple. So when you look at the Bank Nifty's, let me just hide the entire week's price action, maybe. Yeah, so this was for Bank Nifty prior to the beginning of the current week in consideration, that is 31st July. So as you can see, these were the levels. You can see that the price took rejection at this level. So accordingly, closely observe the levels which I am marking on the chart. So price faced multiple hurdles here. Almost you can see the first time got rejected here. The second time again it was rejected the same place, and finally this was a big rejection. This is very big. So showing that there's a lot of selling pressure at this level. So almost 1, 2, 3, and again 4 times you can see that the price got rejected. So clearly this very level, that is 46273 in around in the Bank Nifty futures chart, was a clear-cut resistance heading into this week. And looking at the support, you can see here that on the similar lines, just mark out the swings. For example, the latest one you can see here, this was the first swing which you can see here, right? It's very much evident on the chart, so don't miss out the very obvious levels on the chart, and probably even this level because of the Friday. So these two probably. And since both the levels are closed, you can, to keep it simple, you can just, for the safer side, remove the the closer level. So to keep the chart very clean. So these are the kind of levels which you can see heading into the week. And the price after traveling up on the upside is just consolidating for the entire week, but it's not able to go up, facing a lot of selling pressure. And eventually in the latter part of the week, that is towards Thursdays and Fridays, it came down and started making a kind of lower low and lower high structure. For example, you can see here that after this kind of rejection, starts to make a lower high lower low structure, and then again heads back, and then continues to make a lower low lower high structure. So this is how price was in a way trying to become a bit sideways, you can say. That is not bearish because no major support was broken. But let me just move ahead with the price. So as the week started, you can see it was a flat opening on, I guess, Monday. Yeah, Monday. And then price started to slowly inch on the upward side, and then the most obvious levels for Monday would become the immediate resistance level which was on Friday. That is this, right? So this could have been marked as another level for us because very obvious, pretty obvious. And just note that the levels become powerful when they have multiple touch points. You can see here that this level has multiple touch points, hence this level is even more powerful. And then the price slowly heads towards that. So on Monday, the price just grinds slowly on the upside. You can see that there's no much power in the buying power in these candles on Monday. It is on Tuesday that the price reached this important immediate resistance level, you can say. And just observe the price behavior very closely, and you can see the selling pressure again starting to increase as the price goes down. So this is also showing the price how it reveals itself in terms of the candlestick. So you can see here that the price makes lower lows on this is Tuesday, right? And then in a way tries to consolidate in this range. So now this was the entire thing about Tuesday, and you can see that this Tuesdays, for the Tuesday swing low, you can also consider this as a important support, because the price on Monday kind of reversed it, although it's a temporary intraday reversal. So this was a support. But now what happened? This is a very crucial thing to note, that on Wednesday, you can see that the price gaps down. It's a huge gap down. It gaps down below this support, important support. First thing, it's already broken this swing low, immediate swing low of the previous day. Second, it has also open below this swing. So two key swings have been broken at the open. There's a gap, and there is a big upper week on in the first candle itself. So this is a kind of range extension on the downside. As you can see, this was the earlier range. Now the range is extended on the downside, and the earlier swing support has become a resistance. So this is what one has to observe in the price, that what we call as a change in polarity, right? The earlier support becomes a resistance. So this is what it actually means. So then there's no meaning of this level. So this level, you must just change the color to red. Now this becomes a resistance when the price ultimately when it travels from the bottom towards the top, and then this has now become a resistance because of the visibility of upper wick on the chart. So now let's and you can also see the rejection multiple times from same level, and finally this is a simple price action setup where the price goes on, breaks down, pulls back, and then heads downside. So this is what, when the levels are clear, the price action makes sense. But if the levels are not clear, the price action might not make a lot of sense. So the price continues to head downwards. You can see the increasing selling pressure. So this was a perfect short, I think, at Wednesday 10 a.m. and the price just consolidates further. You can see that there is no kind of reversal. It's just consolidating at the bottom. There's no strength on the upside. Also, again, this also becomes a crucial resistance, because here also there's a set of consolidation taking place, and the price breaks down below this. So again, I can see one more cycle of sell off. It's a typical price behavior which one needs to carefully observe to catch such big moves. And yeah, this was, I think, this ended on Wednesday. So this was the action for Wednesday, that the price clearly has made a bearish structure. It has also changed the polarity, so it's heading downward. So now on Thursday, that is an expiry, that is yesterday. So the price opened here from the bottom when the price is approaching any critical zone. There's resistance from the bottom. If the price is approaching this particular rejection level, it generally acts as a resistance, and expected that you get a sell on rise situation from that point. So let us see, yeah, so you can see here that as so there's a rejection coming in at the first candle, and then the price obviously continues to go lower. Now, the crucial point here is this was the swing, right? So just always, keep marking the swings in this was the earlier swing. So although the price respects every swing, but what it does post, arriving at that swing level decides its further direction. Is there a strong reversal? You get a strong bullish candle at that particular zone, or you get a what do you say, a consolidation at that zone which is preparing for further. So here you can see that it breaks, right? So this is a breakdown candle. Every candle reveals certain message, and you can see the further round of sell-off taking place. So and then this happens, and right, so the final round of selling, and then this is a very strong bullish. It's in the entire day's sell-off, this is the first bullish candle which we are seeing And then and this is also a typical, you can say, a kind of uh, a morning doji star candlestick pattern. I mean, this three formation, morning doji star, you can say, and then the price ultimately, because of this, it you know closes on the, so this was expiry, downward action, and then now this has, since this level is broken, this obviously becomes a resistance, right? So this just mark this zone as a resistance. So this is the resistance if when the price comes from the below. So this was about Thursday. Now today's move. So today was a very volatile day, and then, but today I will tell you that with the help of these three lines, these three lines, I was able to capture 300 points. So let me explain how, and the psychology and the rationale behind these trades. So obviously, as you can see, first this is a resistance zone. We have already marked the price. Is getting rejected from the same zone, and you can see a sell-off. But you can see here, post that, the price takes a support here. Now, it's very crucial to observe why the price is taking support here. You get a swing. I mean, this obviously this is one swing where the price reversed, but just closely when you observe the price action, the price is spending a lot of time at a particular zone. It's called value area, right? So it has spent multiple time around this zone. This is just an extreme zone, extreme point. But here, you can see that this line which I've drawn here has almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not almost 10 touch points on the previous day. So this zone is more crucial, and the closing has taken place above this zone, right? So this zone becomes crucial support. Although many people would mark this swing as a support, but especially due to expiry, context, the price gets to stretch, but you can observe this on any expiry that price usually stretches a bit more than usual, 200 stop losses of sellers, option sellers basically. So here you can see price reverse. There's a stoppage candle, and then you get a bullish follow through at this zone. So first, I mean, you don't go long here, but just observe that this is the first time that in this entire sell-off you're seeing something like this happening. Just observe the price behavior. I'll tell you where I went long today. At this point, this is a breakout. So you can see that earlier this zone was a resistance, and this is a breakout candle is very strong breakout candle. So this is you can say a bullish breakout of this resistance. The target for this becomes this zone. So it's very clear, right? Since the levels are marked on the chart, you know that the resistance, once it breaks out, the next level is there. You see how the price approaches this level, and yeah, and you see that the price, now this is very crucial price behavior. What the price does post it reaches a particular resistance zone. Now this was a previous intraday swing, and the price is obviously, since it is a resistance zone, it is taking rejection, but there's no follow through selling. You can see here that the price is not able to close lower. You are getting some hammer type of candles also, and you can see that here you get a follow through sell off, right? So it is at I mean at this resistance zone you get a hammer type of shooting star type of candle, right? This is what I'm trying to tell. So why the shooting star makes sense at this stage is because this is a resistance, else there's no meaning to the shooting star. So, and in fact every shooting star at a resistance has a proper short signal below this zone. So this is one thing, and then just you can observe that I mean the breakout from here had the target from here, and the reversal also had I mean the price gets rejected from this zone, it should again come back and test the breakout zone. So that is what a simple it is simple breakout psychology, that if price breaks a particular zone, it can also test it and go higher, or if the breakout is too powerful, it breaks out and then it faces a resistance and it comes back, and then again it bounces. So basically whatever we are seeing here is a retest of the breakout. So this is that is the simple price action concept involved here. And then here you can see here that I'll always remember the closing is very important, right? That is why the levels always work from the close to close basis. You see that the price respected this in a breakout zone, and this was the volatility created due to the SBI results in the intraday, whatever may be the result. But look at how fantastically the price just comes and closes within this zone. It respected the breakout zone also. That is what I was trying to mention as in uh, uh, ultimately due to the volatility, the price. I mean, this conveys a message that it's not falling lower, right? Even if one has to mark certain levels, we can see here that you can also mark this level, right? The price is respecting this level again as a swing touch point. But the point what I'm trying to tell is here the closing of this big, volatile candle because of SBI result itself conveys a message that the price is not, hinting at least closing below it, right? So, and then you can see further that again you can see the price testing the same zone. It's the same breakout zone. So this is how simply one can play levels on the chart. So, and obviously the price has closed it. So now for the current consideration, this becomes the support, right? So this zone becomes the support, and here price has created one small swing which is above this swing. So it's a low, it's a kind of a higher low situation. So price, when if it breaks this, it's heading towards this resistance, and there is a gap which is also strong resistance, and eventually we can see how the price plays out the levels. So this is how with simple marking of the levels based on a maximum number of touch points and the reaction, one could have easily traded today's moves. And the beauty of these moves can be understood only when you have these levels. Without these levels, uh, the price action or the candlestick pattern doesn't make a lot of sense. So hope this simple price action analysis video was helpful. Thank you.